So he took the 30 cents. That day took the streetcar and went to work and back.
So he worked on the stadium?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a memory.
Mm.
And when I heard about that stadium and all that, it just hurt.
Yeah.
To think that my dad worked, helped build it,
Mm-hmm.
and look what they did with it.
Yeah. Now, was your dad born in the States or was he born in Italy?
No. Yeah, my mom and dad both were born in Italy.
Do you know where?
Messina, Provinci, Sicily. So, my dad came across first, and his wife died and left him with the 4 kids. A little boy was the baby, he was Jimmy. He was only a year old. And 3 daughters, Josephine, Rose, and Mary. So he came across here and he had a store on Orange Avenue. That's where I was born, in Cleveland. And he had this store, and at that time, when people went to the store, they didn't have no money. Naturally, at that time it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
They used to buy 2 cents worth of vinegar, or 2 cents worth of oil, whatever they wanted. Well, there was no profit for Grandpa at all. So then, at that time, then he really gave up.
Mm.
He got rid of the store. When I was born, my dad's sister, no, my mother's sister, she lived here. So when my dad came across, well, first they were friends, and when he met my mother, when she came here, he fell in love with her.
Mm-hmm.
And she was really beautiful.
Mm.
And he said to my Aunt Mary, I like your sister. He says, could you tell her that I love her, that I like her real well, if she would marry me? So my aunt said, oh, sure, Joe. She said, I'll tell her. So she did. She just wanted to get rid of my aunt, my mother living with her. And so she made her get a job as a sewer, machine sewer,
Mm-hmm.
you know, clothes. And,
do you remember them speaking Italian when you were little?
well, yeah, I used to even write letters for my father and everything, and read them when he got letters from Italy. Oh, yeah.
Did he learn to speak English?
Well, my dad was very good. He was an American citizen and everything. My
Wow.
mother, no.
Mm.
She didn't know anything. So at that point, we tried to teach my mother English, and she would talk to us in Italian. So anyhow, I lost interest almost in everything, so I thought as long as she'd learn English, if somebody came at the door, well, she knew what to say or what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that went. But I really was good at it,
Mm.
to read in Italian and writing letters and everything.
Do you remember any Italian now?
Oh, a few words, yes.
Mm.
But there are different dialects of Italian.
Mm-hmm.
There's some Italian that I couldn't even understand.
Mm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's how things have changed.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, go back to my mom.
Mm-hmm.
My aunt told her, she says, Grace, Joe loves you and he'd like to marry you. And she said to my aunt, how could I marry a man I never even met or knew? And she, oh, but you must think about it. So my mother didn't know what to do. She was really like stuck. She didn't know what to say. So she said, well, all right. So within a month, my mother was married to my father.
Wow.
That's how quick they did things. Well, she went ahead and got married. And when she learned about the kids, she felt sorry for my dad. because he had to go to the orphanage every day to see the children.
Oh.
And my brother Jimmy, which was a baby, only a year old, he was so cute. My mother said that he'd have a little banana my mother would give, to my dad to bring to the baby. He'd eat the banana, and oh, just like he was starved. And when she saw how he was treated, he had his little butt was all sore, red. The kid would scream because they wouldn't take care of the kids like that. So Mom felt sorry for my dad. She said, look, Joe, bring the 3 children home. Those were the oldest. He said, but Grace, I don't think you want to take care of our children, so we just got married and all that. She said, no, Joe, bring them home. So she